Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Amy Beth or ABC. So usually I talk about all sorts of things to do with our health, women's health especially. Today I'm doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be showing you how you can actually take care of your skin in a natural and healthy way without breaking the bank. So let's get started. And I have brought with me, again, my magical Mary Poppins bag. And it is packed full. This thing is heavy. What I thought I would do is just go through a few of the things that I use every day and where I bought them and how much it costs. Most of these things are super natural and really good for your health. Some of them you won't be able to find, especially if you're not in Australia, if you're watching from some other country, or if you live somewhere other than New South Wales, they might be harder to come by. But I am talking about basically the concept that you can shop around and look in places that you hadn't really thought of before and just really be observant and try and find some great deals on some quality products. Let's get started. So one of the things I have here, I bought this super recently. This is my dry shampoo. It is called Herbal Essences Naked. And this one is really nice. I've been looking for dry shampoo for ages because if you can't tell, I have a lot of hair, like a lot. And it's not just got volume because it's curly, it's got volume and then it's curly. So there is a lot of hair here, and I try to wash it not too frequently because it's not super healthy, and the more I wash it, the more oily it gets. So dry shampoo is really helpful for keeping it nice and fresh and clean. And this one is paraben free and it has no colorings in it. It has a really light, fresh floral citrus fragrance. So it's pretty and it has very little in it. And what it does have in there is actually quite natural and healthy. So that one's really cool. I bought this, believe it or not, from the Reject Shop for $2.50. So that one's a really great buy because the other equivalents of this, the most natural ones I could find in chemists and places like that, the minimum I would spend was $9, which is still not bad. It's quite cheap actually, but when you don't have any money, $2.50 sounds a whole lot better, and I actually like the way this one smells a lot more too. And next is another hair product. This one, it looks a lot like the L'Oreal product that you can buy at chemists and supermarkets, which is precious flower oils. And this one is basically the same, but it has slightly less of the precious flower oils in it. Now this is a hair oil, a serum that you use a very tiny amount. You put it through your hair to make it shiny, and the equivalent of this at a chemist or supermarket is $20. This one I bought from Aldi, and so it may not be around all the time, but it cost me $7. So I was really excited about that because I really like putting oils into my curls because curls do get quite dry. Going with the hair products, I have for you here these shampoo and conditioner. They're a little bit dusty, sorry about that. These ones are moringa and rice protein. They have no parabens and they are made in Australia. No artificial colors or fragrances. And I tell you what, they smell amazing. It's like this beautiful lemongrass with a slight hint of something floral. Now I haven't used heaps of these because I actually have a favorite shampoo and conditioner that I do use, but these are really nice. They smell good, they feel good, and they're incredibly cheap. I bought these from Kmart. If you're in Australia, you will understand our love for Kmart. And they cost me $3 each, which is pretty good. Still, I mean, there's only 300 mils in each bottle, so when you add it up over a large portion, like a litre, it's still going to cost you quite a lot, about $9 a litre. But in the end, that's actually still not too bad when you compare it with other natural products available for hair care. Alright, I'm going to go into skin and beauty products. So something I do is I like to wax my eyebrows at home, and that can be quite difficult. I don't use a hot wax, I use wax strips, and so I've discovered that you can buy these little wax strips. These ones are lavender for face and underarm, and they're just little tiny purple wax strips, and they smell good, and I do my eyebrows with those. Now the equivalent of these in a supermarket or chemist is anywhere from $8 to $15. These ones I buy from the reject shop. They do just as good a job, and they cost $2 for a pack of 20. I'm pretty sure there's not 20 available in the little packets that you buy at the supermarket. So these ones are really good, and they also come with 2 finish wipes, which are the little oil cleansing wipes that take off the excess wax that's left behind, and that help to soothe your skin after you've waxed. Actually, interesting fact, my husband uses these too. Might be a little bit weird, but I was actually helping him do that this morning. He gets really thick bushy eyebrows. If you know my husband, you know that he has lots of thick dark hair, and so when his eyebrows get really thick and bushy, they're really obvious because they are dark, and he has relatively pale skin. So we actually go through and we help to tidy it up with this. It's much quicker and a lot less painful than plucking. Some people might think it's weird for a man to wax his eyebrows. Personally, I think that a man who takes a lot of pride in the way that he looks and presents himself actually really, really good, and probably a little bit sexy. So I also like using a BB cream from time to time, and this is one that I have been using. I don't recommend it because I don't like the way that it sits on my skin. It's not very nice, but some people might like it, and the reason I bring it up is because this one is Garnier's Naturals version, which is different to their ordinary BB cream. This is something I bought to tide me over until I have the money to buy something better, and I have a BB cream from Unique in mind to purchase next. But this one here was just a product to get me through that time between when I can't afford it and when I can. Sorry, my eyelashes, I feel like they're sticking to me, but they're not. Just, I can feel something. Yeah, like I said, it's to tide me over, and it is a more natural version of the original one, and you can buy this one from supermarkets but also from Kmart. It's cheaper at Kmart. I think I spent $9 on this. Now, like I said, I don't really like it, but sometimes it's better than nothing. It has a very strong fragrance, which I don't really like in makeup. I suppose it's better than it smelling gross. Now, something else is that you will have heard me talking about my cleansing and moisturizing and taking care of what I put on my skin. And so one of the things that I do after I wash my face is I moisturize with facial oils. Now, I usually would use a really nice 100% organic rosehip oil, but they can be quite pricey, and so I ran out and I had nothing else to put on my face, and I'm very reluctant to use moisturizers that are loaded with all sorts of things, and I just don't know what's in them exactly. So I went and I found these ones also at Kmart. Reasons why we love Kmart. These ones here, this one is rosehip and jojoba oil, and this one is vitamin C face oil. Now, you can find all sorts of vitamin C face serums available for acne and acne scarring, and rosehip and jojoba oil are very well known for being good on your skin. Now, these are not 100% natural. There is some other things in here, but the list of ingredients is actually quite short, and they do have genuine rosehip and jojoba oil in them, and this one has apricot kernel oil and evening primrose oil. The main thing for me about these was that they were incredibly cheap, and they're also paraben free with no artificial colors, and most of the ingredients are genuinely natural, I should say, because you can't put fake ingredients in something. So I really like using these. I actually mix them together and put them on my face after cleansing. They have very light fragrance. They're actually quite effective, and they're not making me break out, even though they're not 100% natural, and they cost $3 each, which is incredibly good for natural skincare. You will have also heard me talking about oil cleansing. If you've watched my other videos, I do an oil cleanse on my face at least once a day. I try to do it twice a day because it's a really great way of removing dirt from your face without stripping away the natural oils. And I make my own oil mixture to do that cleanse with. And one of the main ingredients I use in there is flaxseed oil, because that one is actually really good at drawing stuff out of your skin, but it's also very, very good for your skin health and your hormonal health. Unfortunately, flaxseed oil is very pricey. So this one is a 1 litre bottle of pure raw, it's called linseed oil. Linseed and flaxseed are the same thing. This is cold pressed and it is pure and raw. So to buy a small bottle of this from a health food store can cost roughly $28, $30. And this one here cost about that, $28 to $30 for 1 litre. And please don't judge, it is bought from a horse supply store. So that might sound a little terrifying to you, but it's exactly the same product, made in exactly the same way. They actually use it on horses to keep their skin and their coat really beautiful and healthy. And since I only use it on my skin, I figure it's bound to do the same thing. Technically, you can eat this stuff, you can put it into cooking, but I try not to use it in eating and cooking just because it is veterinary grade, it's not food grade. So I just try to stay on the safe side and not put it into my food, but I'm pretty sure you could if you really wanted to. And it's a whole lot cheaper to buy it this way. So next in my skincare, I have sunscreen. And now this one is looking a little worse for wear. I don't know if you can see that. I actually bought this from my sister. She provides products from plant essentials like essential oils and things like that. This one here only looks like this because I left it in the car and the hot sun in Australia melted the bottle, so it looks really funky. But this is actually zinc and coconut cream, and they use coconut oil and zinc powder in a sunscreen. It has a really nice fresh fragrance. It sort of smells a tiny bit like lavender, which is really nice. And my skin actually doesn't like sunscreen. It gets itchy and tingly and oily, and I just hate it. And I'm pretty sure it's really not that good for you anyway. But being in Australia, you can't really go outside in summertime without wearing sunscreen. And this stuff is not quite as strong and effective as store-bought sunscreen. But it's heaps better for you, and it allows the healthy UV rays to get through to your skin, which is good for you because it allows a healthy amount of sun exposure. You do have to apply it more frequently, but this is really nice. It feels really good on my skin. It's actually like putting on a really nice moisturizer, and it doesn't hurt at all, and it stays on in the water, so that's really nice. So this one here is a more common brand, Sunscreen. I think is that how you say that? This is a natural deodorant. Now that might sound a little bit terrifying to you because no one wants to smell, so we wear a lot of deodorant, but deodorant is actually full of all sorts of nasty chemicals. This here is free of nasty chemicals. It has an unusual, slightly citrusy smell, and it's very effective. It's not an antiperspirant, but it does kill the bacteria that cause the bad smell, so that one's really good. Sunscreen is not exactly a cheap brand, but you can buy this brand in Kmart now. I'm not sure if they sell this particular product, but it's probably full price. It's probably only about $12.95, and it lasts a long time. So I really like this one. It's natural and it's not super expensive for something natural. Certainly worth a try. Something else I like to use on my body is apple cider vinegar. Now this might sound really gross, but you can actually put apple cider vinegar in your hair to keep it healthy, and on your skin to help look after those good bacteria, and it can also be used as a bit of a toner. You can also drink it or use it in cooking. So this one here is an all-purpose thing, and the best ones to get are the ones with the mother in them, because the mother is the actual probiotic part of the apple cider vinegar that helps it to ferment and become what it is. So that means all the good bacteria is still in this. Now these ones can be quite expensive from most places. This one here is an organic one, and I actually just bought this from Aldi, which is my main supermarket where I go for most of my groceries, and I think it only costs $4 to $5 for this, whereas if I go to a regular supermarket or a chemist or pharmacy, I'd be looking at least $10, possibly more. Now this is the fun bit. These ones here are not just ordinary skin products, these are the pretty things. So this here is my perfume, and I just love the way it smells. It smells so good. It's called Smoky Rose. It does not smell like smoke, or rose for that matter, but it has such a beautiful, beautiful smell. And I bought this from the Body Shop. I did not know that the Body Shop sold fragrances, and I was looking for something to replace. I have a Dior perfume that I absolutely love. I've had it for years, but to replace it would cost me about $200. which I don't have. And I really wanted to have something pretty that I could wear when I was going out. And this one was advertised for about $40. And when I went there, they had this fragrance discontinued, so they were selling them. I think it cost $29 for this bottle here, and perfume lasts forever. And this one smells amazing, and because it was cheaper than I was expecting and I just love the way it smells, I actually went ahead and bought the matching body wash. This body wash is incredible. It has the same fragrance, but it does not dry my skin out like most body washes do, and it has all sorts of good things in it. The Body Shop tends to make a lot of really natural stuff. Some of their stuff is a little bit iffy, but most of it's pretty good. And I was really excited to find that you can actually, a lot of their stuff is quite pricey, but you can get some nice things for considerably less. So this one being, that fragrance was discontinued, so this one was quite cheap as well. Ooh. Speaking of perfume, I just found in my Unique bag that I also have some of these perfume samples from Unique, and one of them I peeled up and it smells really good, but you can't stick it back down. So I was worried that I was going to unstick them all and lose all the fragrance, and so I haven't actually tried the other ones yet, but this one's really pretty. You can actually buy these on my website, which I will link below. Thanks for watching today. I hope that showing you all of these little things has given you an idea that you can go and do some shopping around, take a bit of time, look in some unusual places and see what you can find. If you want to take care of your skin naturally, you don't have to spend a lot of money all the time. You can just go and have a bit of a look at some different stores, try the Reject Shop, try Kmart, or if you're not in Australia and you want to have a look at trying to get some healthy skincare products to take care of your body, you can actually just do a little bit of research, shop around. None of these products I actually bought online at all. I bought them all in a store. If you just take a little bit of time, be a little bit creative, take some time to look at your ingredients lists, I'm sure that you will find something that you can use on your body, on your skin, or in your hair to make you look and feel beautiful without spending a fortune. So thanks for watching. I hope this encourages you to take care of your body and to do it on a budget.